Arav was the kind of person who loved with intensity, not the loud kind of love, not flowers, long paragraphs, or dramatic confessions. His love was hidden inside small things, waiting for her messages, checking if she reached home safely, remembering tiny details she forgot herself. But underneath all that love, there was fear, a deep fear of losing people. It started long before he met her. As a child, Arav learned that people change. Friends leave. Promises fade. Feelings disappear without warning. So when he finally met someone who made him feel understood, his mind quietly made a decision. Don't lose this. At first, everything felt perfect. Late-night calls, random laughter, screenshots of silly conversations, the feeling that someone finally got him. For the first time in years, Arav felt emotionally safe, and that safety slowly became attachment. Then attachment became fear, and fear became control. Not obvious control, not shouting or forcing. It was subtle. He started overthinking everything. If she replied late, he felt anxious. If her tone changed slightly, he thought something was wrong. If she spent more time with friends, his chest felt heavy. His mind constantly whispered, what if she's losing interest? What if someone better comes? What if one day she wakes up and stops loving you? So he tried to prevent that future. He texted more often, asked more questions, needed more reassurance. Are you okay? Do you still love me? Why are you dry today? Who were you talking to? He didn't realize it, but he was slowly trying to control the relationship to protect himself from pain. And the strange part? The more control he wanted, the less peace he felt. Even during happy moments, his mind searched for danger. During calls, he analyzed her tone. During silence, he imagined problems. During arguments, he panicked inside. Love stopped feeling natural. It became exhausting. One night, they argued again. It started from something small. She replied late because she fell asleep. But Arav's mind had already created stories. Maybe she was bored. Maybe she was ignoring him. Maybe she didn't care anymore. So when she finally replied, he acted cold. She noticed immediately. What happened now? She asked. Nothing. That one word. The word people use when they actually mean everything. The conversation became tense. After a few minutes of silence, she finally said softly, "Why does it feel like I'm always being watched?" Arav froze. She continued, "I care about you. I really do. But sometimes it feels like you don't trust me unless I constantly prove my love." That sentence hit him harder than any insult could, because deep down, he knew she was right. That night, he couldn't sleep. He opened their old chats and started reading from the beginning. Back then, things were lighter. Conversations flowed naturally. He laughed more. He worried less. So what changed? The answer arrived quietly. Nothing changed except his fear. He realized something painful. He wasn't trying to control her because he was strong. He was trying to control the relationship because he was scared. Scared of abandonment. Scared of uncertainty. Scared that love could disappear without permission. And suddenly, he understood something most people realize too late. Control is often just fear wearing armor. The next morning, Arav went for a walk alone. For the first time in months, he stopped distracting himself. No music, no scrolling, just silence. And in that silence, he asked himself an uncomfortable question. If someone truly wants to leave, can you really stop them? The answer hurt. No. You can monitor messages. You can overthink replies. You can ask for reassurance every hour. But you still cannot force someone to stay emotionally connected. And trying to control love only suffocates it. Because love cannot survive where freedom disappears. That realization changed something inside him, not instantly. Healing never happens instantly. But slowly, he began changing the way he loved. When fear appeared, he stopped reacting immediately. When anxiety whispered fake stories, he questioned them instead of believing them. When he felt insecure, he communicated honestly instead of becoming cold. And little by little, the relationship became peaceful again. Not perfect, just healthier. One evening during a call, she suddenly laughed and said, "You feel different these days." "How?" "You feel calmer." Arav smiled quietly, because for the first time, he understood what love actually needed. Not control, not constant reassurance, not possession. Trust. Trust that some things cannot be controlled. Trust that real connection grows best when people feel free. Trust that love is a choice people continue making, not something you force them to feel. And strangely, the moment he stopped trying to control everything, he finally felt emotionally free himself, because the illusion of control promises safety. But real peace comes from acceptance, the acceptance that relationships are never fully in your hands. And maybe that's what makes love meaningful in the first place. Two people choosing each other every day, not because they are trapped, but because they genuinely want to stay. Make a Hyundai